What's up, guys? Say what's up to everybody.
What's up?
It's me and my boy at the auction picking up a car. So last Thursday we bought a car. It is Monday. We haven't picked it up yet, so we're here picking it up. Probably should have had it towed, but I really wanted to drive it home. What kind of car, you may ask? What kind of car is it, Mr. Lowe? A Porsche Cayenne S Turbo, which is a V8 twin turbo, 520 horsepower, all-wheel drive Porsche SUV, an absolute monster. Here's the catch. I didn't know it was here. I would have checked it out ahead of time. I didn't. It ran through last minute. I couldn't help myself. There were some check engine lights on. It had a broken taillight. But all in all, it was better condition than I thought it was from my first inspection. I didn't get to drive it. I don't know anything about it. It is a full gamble. We might not even get home. I don't even know. We might be calling a tow trucker mom and she's going to be pissed if she has to come back and get us. So we're walking up to the car now. Full on gamble. I don't even know if this thing's going to start. I might win. I might lose. If I win, I got a 520 horsepower twin turbo V8 all-wheel drive monster to rip around in for pennies on the dollar. If I lose, it's going to be a freaking money pit. It's going to cost me a ton of money, but I just couldn't help myself. It was worth the gamble to me. Sometimes that's the fun part about the game. I don't go to the casino. I gamble my money on cars. Did I win? Did I lose? There it is right there. I'm going to show you the video real quick of it running through the auction last week, right here. 2006 Porsche Cayenne S Turbo, 96,000 miles. I just have to show you what happens to these cars because people neglect them because they can't afford the service. Broken taillight. That taillight's a couple $100. All right, the car is actually in pretty good shape, but you can see the ride height is really high because the suspension's broken. Now no one can afford to fix it. Also, you can hear there's an exhaust leak. Wheels are in pretty good shape. It actually has decent tires. I'll show you the worst part. Let's go around right here. Every single light on the dash is on. Sounds and looks like hell. That was a 4.2 liter twin turbo V8 520 horsepower with a $96,000 window sticker just maybe a little over 10 years ago. Now they can't get $8,500 for it because people neglect the services. All right, welcome back. There's our Porsche right there. Let's get in and see if it starts. Just for the first walk around, you know, at the auction, I didn't get a chance to see it. It seemed like it might have been running rough, but it also had an exhaust leak, so it could have just been the exhaust leak. The tires were great on it. You can see from here, the car actually looks great. I'm actually pleasantly surprised at the condition of this car. I think the taillight threw me off at the auction, but you'll see like the leather is still in amazing shape, no cracks in the dash, all the electronics worked, the windows worked. The only thing I've really seen so far is that the sunroof is stuck open. It had a check engine light and an airbag light on, but it was for an oxygen sensor, which is just, I completely gambled and won on that one. I should have expected like head gasket problems and misfires. Even the wheels that threw me off, it's just brake dust. Open the hood, let's see what it looks like under here. Whoa. Look at that. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's see. Set. Oh, I forgot to put my foot on the brake. Bring, crank, crank, crank. Yeah! Success.
Yay.
Let's get going. All right, right off the bat, doesn't smell bad. Lights are working on the sport suspension. All right, let's take it for a ride. All right, bud, we are on a private road, and now we find out if the car shifts. Ready? Cross your fingers. Let's get going. There's first. Shift. Yeah, shift to second. Shift to third. So far, so good. Here is where it starts to get risky, and the gambling fear starts to set in. I'm at about mile 2 or 3, and this is where my vehicles would start to overheat. So I will know shortly if this car is going to maintain temperature or if it's going to start to climb, and I'm biting my fingernails right now. We're at mile 4 right now. So far I'm winning. I have the transmission shifting smoothly. It's not overheating. The heated seat works. The power steering wheel going up and down worked. The radio, the heated seats, the sport suspension, self-leveling and adjustable suspension is working. This car was $112,000 in 2006. 520 horsepower, all-wheel drive, twin turbo V8 is just unreal to think of the money that you can buy these things for now. Figure a 2006 911 is still well over 30 grand, and this has as much power as that. Granted, it weighs 7,000 pounds though, so I think it's an army tank. It needs this engine to get it moving. Take it to the drag strip, all four wheels will grab and just skyrocket down the track. So we're going now, everything's smooth, everything is great. I would say this car was worth the gamble, but that's part of the fun of this job and part of the fear about this job. I went against everything I would normally do, and even buying a German car, because I normally wouldn't even buy a German car. I try to just avoid it like the plague. This one was just too fun and too much value to actually stay away from. Retail value is around 16 to 20 grand. It is a complete gamble not knowing anything about this car, because repair costs could be added up to that much. I paid $9,000 for it. I actually didn't even realize I bought it. If you watch the video from just previously, didn't even know I bought it until they called me and said, yes, I did get my if bid, which means I didn't meet their price, and they finally came back and said, yes, they'll sell it. So here we go. Buddy, you ready to give it some gas?
Yeah.
Let's feel those ponies. It's all right. Whoa, there it is. Once the boost kicked in, once those turbos spooled up, you really felt it. So if you know what you're buying and who you're buying it from, you're probably going to spend a lot more. If you're buying it from a Porsche dealership, forget it. They'll know all about it and they'll get every penny for it. The value is in the gamble. Now, I could have completely lost my shirt on this car and then I'd have to rerun it through the auction and burn someone else, unfortunately. Or I rep it the way it is with whatever problems I found and then get no money for it. That's up to you guys to sell it how you would want to. I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably run a red light and sell it the same way that I bought it. Unfortunately, it just keeps getting passed through the auction if that was the case. But so far, I think I'm a winner on this one. I'm having a great time in this car. Tons of fun. Every once in a while, I gamble. Not often. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. You just have to win more than you lose. If this video was interesting, give me a thumbs up down below. If you hit the little bell, you'll get a notification every time we do a new video. Don't forget to subscribe. And the other thing is follow us on Instagram at flying_wheels_. See y'all later.